to bookkeeping back to basics.
Pero Charlie, tú no puedes decir mentira, Charlie. We were on a budget that we blew 10 times over. I was born for this, baby. Everything that's here is our vision. Hola, mi amor.
Next weekend we're gonna be ready.
No, the floor should have been protected. We're doing the pre-inspection. Time, please.
Everything has to be ready today.
That's why we pay the architect and we paid everyone else to do this job. Rookie mistake for me. I'm having a heart attack right now, guys. Let me talk, please. That should be done. Period. We're opening tomorrow. And action. My routine. The restaurant's supposed to be open months ago, and now all this stuff is everywhere. We do have a storage. It's just that it's a lot of things. I mean, I'm so lucky that ever since I was a little girl, I knew what I wanted to do. And I'm the type of person that I'm very determined always that when I want to do something, I get it done. I worked at many restaurants. Crostata, which was a steakhouse. Morini, where Lalo and I met. Working at 11 Madison Park was very intense. Let's leave it at that. Before the pandemic, Lalo, I would cook Mexican food for Lalo, you know? And I would call his grandma, I would call his mom and his aunts and ask them for recipes. But then we found ourselves with like no money. We had like $100. And he's like, we should do something with your food. It's so good. I'm like, oh, I don't know. And then when we had the $100, I was like, okay, if we're gonna do this, it needs to be serious. We have no pots. So the idea was to do birria to go and for Lalo to deliver them. And then we had some friends that came over and they really enjoyed it. They stayed for a long time. We hosted them, obviously, because they're our friends. And the next thing you know, I remember them saying, oh, you should, you know, we had a really good time. You should probably like think about doing this more often. And those people started telling other people, like their friends. And then we had people like knocking on our 5th floor walk up and saying, hey, you know, our friends came to eat. Can we eat here too? So at one point we were doing 700 donuts a week. We were doing the dinners and tacos, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and delivery. So all of that together. It was crazy. I didn't have a baby then, so I had a lot of time to do all of that.
La Luna.
From there, we were like, this is actually working, and people were saying, oh, you should probably open a restaurant. Are you thinking of opening a restaurant? And we were like, I mean, we would love to, but it's expensive. And then we just had people that said, oh, you know, if you ever want to do like a fundraiser, we'll help out. And enough people said that they would, and we said, why not? We borrow different ideas from different places we worked at before. And the coffee's one of them. And the napkin fold too. So it's gonna be from the restaurant where we met. It's gonna be that napkin fold.
Bye.
Hello, Tom.
Bye. We need to have our health department inspection before we're able to open, but they can only come when everything's ready. Like all the equipment is there. But the thing is that they also made the appointment, let's say like this week for the following week. They don't come the same day you made the appointment. So even though all of my equipment is out there, I'm gonna lie. I don't want to, but I have to.
Are all your appliances plugged in, like your refrigerators, your blenders, anything like that?
Yes.
The earliest date that I have is the 25th, next Thursday, at 9 a.m. Does that work?
That's perfect, actually. I was hoping for the Thursday. I don't have my equipment, but I need the inspection on Thursday. Oh my God.
We got the lease in September last year, and it's almost August. We're close to August, so 10 months now. And it's been a long process because this place was nothing. We didn't even have the floor. We can feel the excitement, and we're a little bit nervous too, you know, because people have like big expectations for what we've been doing at our apartment. Since we met working, you know, in this restaurant, the Upper East Side, she was like a master working in the restaurant. She knew every position, like since the kitchen to the front of the house. So it's been very easy to work together. I think her food is very original. It's like, even when she uses like very traditional Mexican flavors, she always finds the way to make it look like something new. She gets inspiration from anything. Sometimes she gets an idea in that moment, she's like, I'm gonna do this, and she write it down, and then she tries, we taste, and next weekend she's serving these dishes or desserts to people. She likes to play a lot with colors. She's very good with cooking sauces. She has a strong character, and she's like very perfectionist in details with her food and with the service that we give to people. She can handle a lot of things.
¿Qué dice? Yo tengo que decir algo. Buenas, buenas.
Sí, buena, por aquí no.
Ajá, entonces, ¿qué pasó? ¿Por qué terminó tan grande esto, tan alto?
Pero tú estabas ahí cuando yo te pregunté a ti y a Lalo que si lo querían a todo a nivel de la barra o
Pero entonces, mi pregunta es, mi pregunta es la siguiente. Si ahí en el plano que dibujó Marta dice 37-38, ¿por qué lo hiciste más alto?
porque yo te pregunté a ti.
Es que no, ya estaba hecho, mentira. No, espérate, Charlie. Vamos a hablar serio. Ya tú lo tenías hecho. Tú no preguntaste a nadie, espérate.
Todo lo que se ha hecho ahí y ustedes no
Mentira.
Una vez se arma una reunión y un problema. O sea, no es así.
Déjame hablar yo.
Pero Charlie, tú no puedes decir mentira, Charlie. Ahí vamos a hablar serio. The counter, right? That counter is supposed to be 36 to 38 inches high. The counter itself. And he made it 44 inches. So when I'm working here, I'm not doing this. I'm not reaching up. I'm, at like a waist level. Before this was put on, and it was just a structure, like the actual like bones of it. When we saw it, we said to him, "Hey, this is a little high. When it's done, is it gonna be finished like that?" He said, "No, it's fine. It should be at the same level of the bar, so it looks even." And we're like, "I think it's high." This whole time, because we don't know we don't know about construction. We're like, okay, the guy's like, oh, we're the experts. We know how it goes. Like, you just follow our lead, da 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 da. And the next thing you know, now the equipment is here, and it finished at 44 inches. Is way too high. From the beginning, like we were saying, from the floor, this pattern that you see on the floor, we asked them for that pattern. They put the floor, and they were doing straight lines. So we come, and it's like they're almost done with the floor. They're like halfway through it. It took them an entire day to do half of the floor. And when we see, it wasn't the pattern that we asked for. Okay, fine. They had to redo it, everything again. Same with the wainscot. This piece of wood wasn't here before. And we said, hey, like, that's not what we asked for. And they were already halfway through it with it too. And thankfully we came, was like, I'm sorry, but this is not what we asked for. We asked for something else. So they have to finish it again. So it's always been like that from day one with him. Same with the beams. These are not the beams that we asked for. They're beautiful. Thank God we like them. But even with the beams, we ask him for something else. I agree that this looks best, but the same thing, he just did it. He did it, and one day we come and we're like, I'm looking, I'm like, oh, it doesn't look like the one that we asked for on the plans. So it's been like a constant issue like that. From the floor to the wainscot to that, it's always been whatever he wants to do.
We have a pre-inspection today, so they're coming, I think at 2 p.m. and we have the inspection on Thursday, like the real inspection. If you don't pass the inspection, you have to wait like a month to get another inspection. Everything has to be ready today, so it's a big deal. So because this is the last step, the inspection is the last step. So yeah, this is it. We need to open by the end of the month.
Nothing to worry about. We're doing the pre-inspection. It's gonna tell us if we're doing good or not.
This is not a commercial
No.
type, right? So fire department might not be happy with this, and the health department might also give you a violation for not being used like a commercial proper. If you have to cook here, it's gonna be questionable.
Tatiana came for the pre-inspection. She just wanted to make sure that all the equipment was plugged properly and that all the drainage was directed to where it had to go. So it would actually pass the inspection. I don't know the laws, like she's telling me. That's why we have her here to do the pre-check, right? And then we hired you guys who are the professionals to do the job according, not just to the plan, but what the city says that it should be.
This is not a requirement, but this is gonna be solution for this situation.
At the end of the pre-inspection, I felt like we were in good shape to pass the inspection. We didn't pass the inspection because our contractors forgot to connect the hot water. Rookie mistake. You will think they would not forget that basic mistake. You start service normal, and then they'll come back anywhere after 30 days. We have to do a lot of prep, and I have this creature here with me, so I can't really do much. So, dime, mi amor. Sí, mi amor. Hey. Mi amor. Mi amor. I want my kids to see me doing what I love, you know? This whole experience has taught me that I'm very stubborn and hard-headed and determined. Every day is an opening night, literally. So every day I'm anxious. I want people to eat my food. That's it. That's the hope, for people to eat my food and to enjoy it, hopefully. Every day I'm nervous, but I was born for this, baby. I'm freaking out a little bit, just a little bit. Guys, pray for me. We need to make cake in 20 minutes. Jalapeños, Cornish hen, tres leches. Use the restroom before we start service. Drink water before we start service. I'm having a heart attack right now, guys. Ahora que se dañe todo, que se caiga, que se caiga. Oh, salt. Well, you know, it needs salt anyways. Can we get the lights right, please, so I can start feeling like we're getting somewhere? Time, please. So it's possible that we could salvage it. Let me talk, please. What are we doing with this water? Yeah. Your hands in there, please. Okay, guys. I need a little silence. So thank you for waiting and for your patience. This is two of the dishes that are going to be on the menu. So it's an aguachile. It's watermelon with mahi-mahi, jicama, and the chile here, it's going to be habanero. You bring it like this to the table, you drop it, and we're going to be pouring. This is Lalo's family recipe. It's a very special chile. It's cooked in olive oil. It's topped with tuna, onion, tomato, and then they're cooked in olive oil, like I said. Refried beans, a little bit of cotija, and then handmade tortillas. Yeah. Please dig in. Let me know. This is the first time that I'm plating it like this, and then doing that. This is going to get a small spoon and a small fork. Okay? No knife. Thank you for bearing with me. I know I lost my head, and let's have a good service. Cheers. Even though this is a lot of hard work, it feels good. It feels good to do what I want to do. It's not easy, you know. I haven't been eating well or sleeping well for a while, but for me, it feels very rewarding and very fulfilling to be doing this and to like have people who give me the privilege to cook for them. But I would just tell people, I mean, it's so cliche, just do follow your dreams. They come true. When people come to Consuelo, we want them to feel at home, comfortable. We want them to feel warmth. We want them to feel like they're in the comfort of their own home, eating grandma's meal. I'm glad it's over. I could sleep a little bit and then get ready for the other sleepless nights ahead. You only get one life, and with determination, like you could do everything.